Hello friends, good evening. Today we will discuss about syllogisms in reasoning for bank exams. Total there are 9 topics. The first one is seating arrangement, inequalities, syllogisms, coding decoding, data sufficiency, logical reasoning, input output, miscellaneous like blood relations, directions, alphanumeric series, etc. And the last one is computer aptitude. So now we will see question how they will give questions for prelims and mains. Okay, for seating arrangements it will be probably they are asking 15 questions. Okay, both for prelims and mains, and for inequalities only for prelims, and for syllogisms both prelims and mains. And in syllogisms IPS is giving reverse syllogisms also, we have to study that also. Okay, and for coding and decoding both prelims and mains. For data sufficiency, logical reasoning, input output, and for computer aptitude question IPS is expected to give questions only in mains. Okay, and miscellaneous topics like blood relations, directions, and alphanumeric series, IPS is focusing more only in prelims and less in mains. Okay friends, today we will discuss about syllogisms. It is very easy topic, easy to understand, and can be solved in less time. So how questions are asked in syllogisms? They give questions containing two or more statements followed by a conclusion. So you have to find which conclusion is true regarding the given statement. For example, let's see a statement. Let's say a statement: all A or B. Okay, this is a statement they given, and these are some conclusions: some A or B, some B or A, all A or B, all B or A. So we have to find which one is true and which one is false. For this, let us assume that A is a circle. A is one circle, B is one circle. Okay, we assume that every object has a circle in syllogisms. For example, let's say all dogs are animals. So dogs as one circle, animals as another circle. Okay, like this. So let us understand this statement. So all A or B. For this statement there can be multiple possibilities. For example, we will see all A or B. So we can say this is B, this is A. All A or B. So B contains A. Okay, and for let's say this is B. This is one possibility, and see B can be A can be A is in B. So another possibility is A is equal to B, we can say. Okay, let's understand this with some other way. So we can correlate this statement as A less than or equal to B. So there are two possibilities for this: A can be less than B or A can be B. Okay, see, A less than B, A is less, B is more. Okay, and A is equal to B. So both are same, both stay on the same circle. Okay, so these are the two possibilities for this statement, 1 and 2. Let's, for a statement to be true, it should hold true for both the statements. Okay, see, some A or B, A is in B, so some A or B. From this we can say some A or B. So this is true for this. And for second conclusion, we can say some A or B. So A is equal to B. It implies that some A or B. So for both the assumptions, this statement is true. So we can say this is true. And second statement, some B or A. Some B or A. See, from the first possibility we can say some B or A. This is A, this is B. So A contains B. Okay. This portion belongs to both A and B. So we can say some B's are A. For this is true. And now A is equal to B. We can A is equal to B means we can say some B's are A. So this is true for this conclusion also. So it is true. For a statement to be true, it should be true for both possibilities. Okay. Next, all A or B. Yes, right. From this statement, A is in B. So all A's are B. So A is on B. From this also we can say all A's are B. So this is also, the given statement is this. So this is always true. And all B's are A. So all B's are A. For this is not true, because here we can see this is not belongs to A. This doesn't belongs to A. So we can say that all B's are not A. This is false. So for this, A is equal to B means B is equal to A. So we can say all B's are A. For this is true, but for this possibility it is false. So it is false. Okay friends. Okay friends. This is first type of statements, and the second type you can say all A are not B. It can be represented, this is A, this is B. So there is no relationship between A and B. This is one type of statement. And the third type of statement, some A are B. First one is all A are B. And the second one is all A are not B. Okay, it is easy to understand because there is no relation between them. We can represent them as separate circles. Okay, and the third one is it is somewhat complex, friends. Some A are B. Okay, first we have to see how many possibilities are there for this statement. See, some A or B means only some coincidence. Some A or B means we can say A is in B and A is equal to B. Okay, and another one is this is B, this is A. Okay, it is also a possibility, right? Total 4 possibilities are there. There is some portion in common between A and B, or A is completely in B, or A is equal to B, and the fourth one is B is in A. This is also true. This because some A are B, right? There is common part between them. Okay. So here I have given 3 statements. We will see which is true and which is false. Some A are not B. Okay. For every possibility we have to check whether it is true or false. Some A are not B. Some A are not B. This is A, this is B. So there is no common between them. So some A are not B. This is true for this. For this, some A are not B. All A's are B here. We have to, from this possibility we can say all A's are B. There is no possibility that some A's can't be B. So this is false. If one of the possibility is false, this is false. This statement is false, friends. Okay? And second statement, some B or A. Some B or A. We will see for this. See, there is common portion between them. So some B's are A. It is true for this possibility. So there is common portion. So this is also true. For this A is equal to B, we can say some A is equal to B means some B or A. It is always true. From this statement also, from this conclusion also, we can say there is common portion between A and B. So this is true. This is true for all possibilities, means this statement is true. And third one, sum A is not B. Sum A is not B. So this is true, friends, because okay, sorry friends, first and third statements are same, so we can see. Okay friends, three statements I have made clear. If there are any doubts, please comment, friends. Thank you, friends.